Hello everyone, I appreciate the opportunity to bring you some updates about things that are going on around the college, and I want to start with the salary letters. I have mentioned these before by email. Salary letters will be going out to all full-time employees no later than October 31st, and in these letters there will be information regarding first the COLA, the 1.7% across the board increase that the state and the Tennessee Board of Regents approved, and then also information about the salary equity payment that again you are familiar with. There will be information in there for those who will be impacted by that payment. And again, overall, what we're doing with this payment is taking all employees at least to 98% of their target salary according to the salary plan that we developed and are implementing and that was approved by the Board of Regents. I want to mention again about our additional success coach needs. I have again sent out an email a couple of weeks ago about this, but wanted to address it just briefly to remind you that what the need is that we are trying to take care of is to provide success coaches for all of our students. We have up until this point provided success coaches, as you realize, for our first-time freshman students, so basically the Tennessee Promise students. And we know that we have students that are not Promise students. They are readmits, they are transfers, and many adult students, and including all of the many Reconnect students that we anticipate will enroll with us in the fall of 2018. And we want them, if at all possible, to be able to benefit from success coaches as well. So when you see the ads going out for these positions, just keep in mind that we are not allocating any new funding for these positions. We're going to do this through vacant positions and also through some funds that we have through our Title III federal grant. The searches for our new Vice President for Business and Finance, as well as the search for the Executive Director of the Ronstadt Foundation are ongoing. In fact, the initial interviews for the Executive Foundation position, those have been conducted, and the initial interviews for the Vice President of Business and Finance will be scheduled very soon. So just to let you know, those processes are ongoing, and we will be able to get to the point fairly soon, I think, where we'll be able to let you know who the finalists are for those positions and have an opportunity for the college to interact with those individuals. Our success strategies also include, of course, the mandatory advising piece, which is new for our college and for our students. And as a part of the mandatory advising, there will be a requirement for students to have a PIN number in order to register. That will be the proof that they have gone and that they have been advised. And we want to make sure, of course, that our students are aware of this change. And so you will see in the very near future, if you have not already, a major push to get the word out to students, to get the word out to the college community about the requirements of these PINs and how the PIN can be obtained. In fact, some of the things that we will be sending out will be by way of email to students, some will be on our webpage, and we'll also use a great deal of social media. And so we're using some catchphrases, pinpoint your path, and also you may see the hashtag #IGotMyPin, again, to try to get the word out, let our students know that when they're registering now, the mandatory advising means that they will have to have a PIN number before they can register for their classes. The TBR system is going to be opening an RFP, a request for proposal, for bookstore services across the TBR community college system. In other words, what they're going to be doing is moving toward looking for a single provider for bookstore services for all of the community colleges, as well as Tennessee eCampus. And there may also be one or more TCATs included, but definitely all 13 community colleges. Not a lot of details about this at this point. The RFP is going to go out later in the month of October or in early November, but as soon as we have more information about how that process is going along, I will absolutely make sure to update you. We want to say congratulations to the college as a whole. We have found out that Roane State is one of only 154 community colleges across the country that has made it to the next level of the Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence. This is a major award that is given out annually, and among all the community colleges again in the country, Roane State and Columbia State are the only two out of the TBR system that have made it to the current level, as it were. And so now we'll continue on in this process. It's a rigorous application process, so I'm certainly not suggesting that we ultimately have won, which would be wonderful because a $1 million prize comes with the award. But it is notable that we have made it to this point, and specifically because of the areas that the Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence looks at. And those areas are, first, completion and transfer, also learning, equity, as well as labor market outcomes, in other words, placement. So again, kudos to everyone, and certainly more information coming along as we try to compete and move along through the progression of the selection process for this very, very wonderful prize. The long night against procrastination is something you may have seen in your email, but just in case you have not, I want to mention it. November 16th at the Oak Ridge Branch campus, our Learning Center and library services will be joining together. We'll be keeping the campus open late that evening until 11 o'clock to provide students an opportunity to get into study groups, to get tutoring for any papers and projects that they are needing to work on. As we know, it's just a matter of human nature to put things off, but we want our students not to put off their papers and projects until the very last minute. So we're giving them this opportunity to get together. We're going to serve some food, which is always a pretty good, sure way of getting students to show up for something. And so really appreciate the folks who are putting this together, and it makes me think of the many years ago of the long nights in the library and studying and getting things done for classes. And so thanks to those who are putting this together. I want to also congratulate some of our programs, phlebotomy, ECG, which is electrocardiography, as well as CCMA, and that's the Certified Clinical Medical Assistant programs, continue to have the highest NHA certification pass rate in the country, which is just remarkable. The NHA is the National Health Career Association, and those three programs have the highest pass rate in the country. So congratulations to all those who are involved. I was able to spend some time last week at the NACCE conference, and NACCE is the National Association of Community College Entrepreneurship, which I know is a mouthful, but obviously they look at opportunities for community colleges to promote and lead in the areas of entrepreneurship. I know we have many instances going on right now of that very thing, and so as I've thought about bringing ideas back from that conference, I want to take an opportunity in the coming weeks and months to start having some conversations to see sort of where we are, what things that are going on entrepreneurially that I may not be aware of, things where we can maybe even grow and expand our entrepreneur mindset and be able to impact our students and our community. One such example is a really exciting partnership that Roane State has now and is developing with CNSY12 in Oak Ridge, and this regards and relates to their tech transfer division and the entrepreneurialism of our students. This is a project headed by two of our faculty members, Dave Rath and Mike Farmer, whom I appreciate their work in this very much. And this is going to link students to opportunities at Y12 with some of the different projects that are going on at Y12 and some of the projects that are being considered. So some real-world application and opportunities there, thanks to those faculty members and everyone who is involved. Finally, today I was able to attend the kickoff session for Dream It, Do It. This is a program that Kim Harris, Dr. Marcus Pomper, Gordon Williams, and others oversee and take part in. And this involves getting middle school students together to give them a look into industry and particularly into advanced manufacturing, and to let these students have an opportunity to go into these industries, do videos of the industries, learn what the industries do, create a video, and then have a competition over who's done the best video. And again, sort of the whole mindset of this is that in being introduced to the companies and to advanced manufacturing, hopefully many of them will have their eyes open to the potential of a career in those fields, maybe something that they were unaware of and was not on their radar. So thanks again to all those who are involved in that, and thanks to you for all that you do. Rome State's a wonderful place, and we serve students because you work hard and because of your passion for it, and I deeply appreciate that. I want to say special thanks to Dr. Matt Waters for making these videos possible. I hope you have a great day.